Apologize, folks. Once again, had to restart the session here, so hopefully you're back joining me again. We lost the internet completely. Dustin German to pit road. 10th caution of the race happens. 133 of 160. I am not sure what happened. I know that when I loaded in, Justin Reynolds had an issue here, and we'll take a look. Come on. The 00 was coming into the corner here. I'm unsure of what happened. Let's just kind of back it up here. Apologies about everything. Yep, it's not going to show me. So apologies about all that stuff, folks. Yeah. Doesn't make me happy. And like I said, I do apologize. Here we go. Let's reload, see if Twitch is doing its thing. It is. Should be back live on YouTube. Hopefully we're back live on YouTube. All that YouTube stuff is just crazy. All right. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right, folks. So sorry. Facebook says we are back online as well, so let's try to enjoy the day. Let's go back to our main Facebook page. Try to get some stuff taken care of. It's just unfortunate when stuff like that happens. So, like I said, I do apologize about it, folks. There's not much I can do when it comes to, sometimes life just happens, and when the racing's starting to get good and things are starting to roll forward, it was just unfortunate. So sorry about that, folks. Welcome back, though. 25 laps to go this time by. Can understand that. I can understand. Well, we're going to have two different races. You're going to have the first part of the race, and then we're going to have the conclusion of the race. BNR Cup Series, 25 laps to go, 10th caution of the race. And cautions have been aplenty today. It's 50 laps of cautions. Dustin German, Nathan Bogart, 1-2. Both of the drivers came out on 133. Jerry West will be third. Brandon Moore will be fourth. Bill Bridgman, fifth. Sean Burke, sixth. Bud Shearer right there in sixth, seventh for Sean. But yeah, they're there. It is fully nighttime here. And just a little bit of... They should be good to go on fuel. Brian Huntley Jr. trying to get back on the lead lap. He is going to be back on the lead lap, but he's going to be a whole lot of laps to the minimum here. Rich Crane as well. These drivers getting free passes here. 22, 66, 14, 5, 88, 93. Pace car is going to be off the track. Dustin German ready to go. Darlington has been nothing but trouble. Green flag. 22, 14. Went together. Dustin German trying to hold on. Justin Reynolds, the guy I thought was going to win the race, on pit road, 4 laps down. So Dustin German and Jerry West making it work. Nathan Bogart in the 66. Brandon Moore. Nathan holding on to it. He's going to give up the inside lane. New tires, be in trouble for the 66, so he's going to drop back a little bit here. Brandon Moore in the 5, 88, trying to hold on. Tyler Bellinger trying to go to the inside of that Ford right there. He's going to make a pass. Bellinger back in 7th now. Phil Bridgman to 5th. Bud Shearer trying to work his way back to the front. He started 2nd. He is in 4th. 88 right there on the back bumper. Good run for the 88 today. 22, 14, 5, 93, 88, 7, 42, 66. Huntley Jr. to 9th. Cameron Smith in 10th. Huntley Jr. about a second off the pace to pretty much everybody, except for the guy in front of him. Nathan Bogart trying to roll the corner. Needs some speed here. Needs to figure out where to get his speed from. He's going to be able to catch any of the drivers, and he does so. Bogart getting faster. Dustin German, Jerry West, a quarter of a second apart. Brandon Moore, Roland. Bud Shearer just ran his fastest lap of the race this last time by. Like I said, folks, apologize about all that issue right there on lap 124. We missed the reason why the 00 is on pit road, but it does happen. Like I said, not much I can do about it. Brandon Moore getting faster, trying to catch up to the race leaders. Brandon Moore just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's got about a second between he and Jerry West. Dustin German getting faster. Bud Shearer trying to be the fastest. Brandon Moore has been to pit road 11 times this race, and probably just to fix all the damage that he's been able to hold off. Bud Shearer, good on a long run, 19 laps to go, is going to need to be better. Jerry West closing the distance down to his teammate. Ooh, they both hit the wall. Actually, sorry, the 14 hits the wall. Dustin German just a little bit free off the corner. So now an opportunity for the 4-pack of Chevys. Sean Burke got around the 88, so top 6 night. Sean Burke in the 7. Ooh, 88 into the wall. Bill, hold on to it, buddy. Tyler Bellinger in the 42. Is Nathan Bogart all over his back bumper now. Bellinger trying to make sure that he takes a bite out of it. 66 trying to find and search for some room here, but the 42 doing a pretty darn good job of holding on to 7th. Next week they'll be back at a 1.5 mile track, so that'll be a little bit easier for the drivers. I wouldn't say easier, but I would say Kansas is a fun racetrack, and that's what they're going to be. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to be at next week. Let me look again. Yeah, Kansas, 120 laps next week. Gets free, 66. Gets free off the corner. Locks up the tires. Keeps it next to the wall. Saves himself there. Man. Ryan Huntley Jr. is going to go around the 66 here. That right side is demolished for him there. Huntley Jr. inside the top 10 now. Dustin German, Jerry West, Brandon Moore, 1.5 seconds back from the race leader. Bud Shearer, I talked about Bud Shearer being good on the long run. A long run here, 25 laps is a good long run, so we'll see what kind of angles he's going to be able to bring. Bud Shearer in the 93, Sean Burke in that 5th spot. Count out the 88 of Bridgman here. German's lap time 30.01, 30.07, and Discord is broken right now, so, you know. Cowan, Daniel giving a shout out to the 66. He's back to 10th now. He's got some significant right side damage. He's trying to hold on to it, and man, come on, Nate, hold on to it. He's trying to be aggressive. Top 10 night for him. This track is it's a little rough for everybody, especially if you feel like you're afraid of the racetrack. And I'm not saying that he is, but when I first drove this racetrack on iRacing, I was scared to death of this racetrack, and maybe drive it differently. Moore. Right behind Jerry West. He's picking up the pace. Brandon Moore getting faster. Bud Shearer. Bud's usually a little bit faster on the later run. 133 is when he came in. He did get some damage repaired. Sean Burke inside the top 5, like I said. But don't count out. Phil Bridgman ready to close some of it. James, man, thank you very much. 2,000. Thank you, sir. 2,000 stars from James. That's a 20 bill, man. Appreciate you very much. We had an issue there where the stream dropped, so we had to do it. We had to restart the stream. Thank you for the like out there too, buddy. I appreciate you. Holy cow. 88 trying to close the distance on the 7. He's doing a good job at it too. Some German out front. Brandon Moore in the 5. 10 laps to go. Has got himself to the back bumper of the 14. Gary West losing a little bit of ground. West was good. Very good on the short run. And right now, holding on for dear life, what I say. 14 right next to the wall. Brandon Moore. A top 3 night for him. Regardless, Bud Shearer, 4 seconds off the pace. Bridgman inside the top 5. Got himself around the 7 of Burke. So Phil Bridgman having a good old-fashioned slugfest with the track, too. That's what I'm calling it. That's what it is. Slugfest with the track. 66. Trying to find some speed here. He's got the 23 in front of him. Top 10 night for him. Rich Crane 2 laps down, so Nathan can kind of just settle. That'll be where he finishes. Thank you very much, James. You're awesome, brother. Dustin. Jerry West. Brandon Moore. Where'd he go? There he is. 0.6 of a second. 14. Starting to pull away a little bit here. Bud Shearer, 8 laps to go. He's got 5 seconds to gain here. Not much in the way of speed. Bill Bridgman starting to close his distance down to Bud Shearer. Justin German finding speed late. Justin Reynolds, like I said, he was the driver that I picked to win this race, and I don't know what happened in between all of that, but it did happen. 22, 6 laps to go here. Jerry West solid in second here. Teammates 1-2. Brandon Moore trying to disrupt those plans. Now falling back 2 seconds to Dustin German. Not almost. Oh, caution is going to come out here. So we will have our first attempt at a green-white checkered, 11th caution of the race. And I don't know what happened. It's not telling me what happened. It happened at 8. Hey, Carly, how are you doing, dear? Well, hello to you as well. Yeah, we had a good race going on, and then connection dropped. Something, I don't know what happened. We're just gonna have to. Holy cow! More stars coming my way. Thank you very much for the stars. I appreciate you. Much love. 106 weeks. Holy cow, you've been going. Thank you very much. Last set of fresh tires. And he'll make a push. He's going to have 3 laps to do it. 3 attempts at a green-white checkered for the series. Nathan Bogart has brand new tires as well. Brian Huntley Jr. leaving pit road. Huntley will be a lap down. Bogart in 9th. Tyler Bellinger in 8th. Nathan coming. I think he's got a set of tires as well, so we'll see what he does here. Yeah, he's got a fast repair. Get a little bit of fuel. All right. Bellinger was the lucky dog there, too. Not the lucky dog. He wasn't the lucky dog. Rich Crane was the lucky dog here. Rich Crane coming back around. There's your lucky dog. 3 M&M's cars. I guess I didn't notice his M&M's car. It's blue. It's a little different. Bogart coming off pit road. Dustin German, your race leader. Jerry West, Brandon Moore, Bud Shearer, Philip Bridgman, Sean Burke, your top 6. Cameron Smith in 7th. All these drivers have yet to come to pit road. Oh, Cameron Smith is your lucky dog. I apologize about that, folks. The 9 will drop to the tail end of the field here. Tyler Bellinger, new tires. Nathan Bogart, faster pair, new tires. The Big K, Route 66. It's the one thing you've been consistent with. That's awesome. Much love to you. How was bowling yesterday? Didn't ask. Didn't get the chance to ask. Got 2 bowlers I get to talk to, Nathan, and you. Let's see if we can restart Discord here. Could have been better. It's okay. All right, we're going to have our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Remember, 3 attempts total for the drivers. Here we go. Hey, it's working now. Let's see if I can jump back in the broadcast channel there. There we go. Fatal, all you got to do is get a hold of the, they've got a Facebook page, and they've got a Twitch as well. You can get a hold of them over there, or just talk to Bellinger and one of the other guys about it, and they might be able to get you in there. I have no control over that. I just point and say go that direction. Pace car is going to have the lights come off. Yeah, well, talk to Bellinger. He'll be able to point you in the direction, or at least get you in the right direction with these guys. German, West, Shearer, Moore, Bridgman, Burke, Bogart, and Bellinger will be the 4th row. And remember, going to be easy. Aggressive goes around. Pace car is going to dive off. First attempt at a green-white checkered. We're going to be rolling here. And a solid day for these 2 teams. Whoa! Jerry West into the wall. Bud Shearer into the wall. They got free and easy down the road I go. Brandon Moore's going to pick up 2nd. And he's going to pull the slide off in front of the 14. Bill Bridgman inside 4th now. He's going to have the 93 of Bud Shearer to the outside. 42 of Bellinger going to make it work. 93 goes around. 88. Bud Shearer got into the wall there. But they're not done. No caution. 22, a full second out front. The white flag's going to wave here. Bud Shearer was in the mix. Jerry West right behind the 5. Dustin German leads him around. 2 more turns for the driver, as he's got a full 1.17 seconds here. And can coast it around. Brian Huntley Jr., Richard Crane involved in some stuff here. 22, pulls the corner. He wins it here. Brandon Moore, Tyler Bellinger. Oh, hold on. There's a whole lot of everything happening. I think Jerry West just finished in 3rd, but I'm not sure why or how. Hold on. I think Tyler Bellinger went to the outside here. Here's the pass. I mean, good on Brandon Moore for what he did here. Brandon Moore got his pass there, did a great job. Hold on, let's far chase this. Let's just deduce this real quick. 14. 42 had the run on the high side. He's got brand new tires, taps the wall. He gets into the 14. They kind of settle it out. 42 holds it. 14's right there. 42 trying to finish the race. 88's there. Bogart trying to finish the race. Bill Bridgman finishes fourth, I think. I don't know who finishes where. The 14 spins across the line. Dustin German's going to be your race winner, though. We'll take a look at your race results. Dustin German will finish in as your race winner. Brandon Moore will finish second. Jerry West third. Philip Bridgman fourth. Sean Burke fifth. Bogart sixth. Cameron Smith seventh. Bellinger eighth. Shearer ninth. Huntley Jr. 10th. Then Crane, Ramsdale 6th. Van Scoik, Reynolds, Johns, Kramer, Austin Moore. All the way down the rest of the race. Beach, Brown, K. Chapman. And then our two wonderful race controllers. Thank you, Amar. And Anthony for being out there and trying to keep this thing together. Congrats to him as well. Yeah, Dustin German did a great job on the restart there. Brandon Moore just followed him. Jerry West tapped the wall, and then it was all chaos after that from the drivers. Yeah, kind of the way it works. We're waiting on the race winner to jump in. I always try to interview the race winner first before I talk to anybody else. Dustin, it will be ready to go. Maybe. I will still wait. Brandon Moore finishes in second. Brandon, talk us about your race and give your shout-outs.
Race there. It started off pretty abysmal. Almost really tore it up off the start. Got loose on the bottom on the initial start. Got in a couple incidents. Got her fixed up on pit road decently. We battled a lot of temp issues going on there from the damage. Really couldn't attack the corner like I wanted to. Probably there for till the last 25, 30 laps or so. But yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It seemed like there was just a lot of. I'm not even going to speculate what kind of issues were going on out there. The last restart worked out really well for you. You were able to hold the bottom line as some of the people were just kind of mashing the throttle, got themselves a little bit free. Running on a damaged car, as a lot of the drivers were. Was it easier to try to manage that if you had a little bit of right side damage than if you just had a brand new car?
So the one thing I noticed, I don't know about everybody's car, but my car, I noticed when I got a little bit of right side damage, it actually tightened the car up a little bit, and I was able to get off, a better corner exit. That was the only good thing about it. My issue is I had some nose damage where I slid into a wreck I couldn't avoid, and the temps kept going up, and I was fighting that pretty good. But other than that, everything went pretty good. I'm tickled with the second place there.
Congratulations with a P2 finish here, and by all means, give your shout-outs out there, and we'll see you next week at Kansas.
All right, I just want to thank all the admins for throwing this thing on. I want to thank everybody for picking some really cool throwback paint schemes. That's what Darlington's all about. Got to have some good throwbacks. Overall, just a good, clean race. Congratulations to the winner. He deserved it, ran a good race. That's all I got. I appreciate you for being broadcasting this, and you do a really good job, and I thank you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, Brandon. We'll see you next week.
That sounds good. Have a good one.
You too. Number 5 finishes in second. Here's your race winner, Dustin German. Dustin, talk to me about that last restart and what it's like to have your teammate finish first and third with you again.
Last restart there, we just want to try to get away pretty much. But I was on older tires, and I think Jerry was even on older tires than I was by quite a bit. And, I got going like he kind of spun him up a little bit, but I also spun. But yeah, tonight was a pretty tough race, man. It was, you had to drive it, man, and pretty much just run your own race. You really couldn't race anybody.
Yeah, Darlington's tough when it comes to, and it's something that I've noticed with the series. I mean, you have 50% fuel in these cars, so you're taking half the weight out of the back end, so it's not allowing the car to wear evenly like it normally would. Does that kind of play a factor? Does it feel loose too early?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it would be like with 100%. I mean, I've raced plenty of races like that, but I think it would honestly be a lot worse. I think that race would have probably. I mean, it was already loose, but with 100% fuel, it'd have been insane. But it kind of, I guess, it does maybe change the balance of the car. It was kind of loose the first few, 2, 3, 5 laps, and then it kind of settled out and kind of, got where you could control it. But on the straightaways, man, depending on how you got out of turns and how you gassed up, you could break loose on exit real easy.
Yeah, it seemed like that was probably one of the biggest concerns here. That and exiting side by side. It was a tough race for everybody, but you made the last restart look easy. Congratulations on the race win, Dustin. I appreciate you as always, and give you shout outs, my friend.
Yeah, shout out to you, man, for coming out here and doing this thing. It was a long race, 160 laps, and I don't know how many cautions we ended up with, but it was quite a few. I know that was a little bit grueling there, but all in all, good race. Just shout out to everybody in the league, BNR, Signature Esports, SRTV on the hood, my team, Smoke Show Racing, Jerry, got a top 3, held on, and just everybody out there watching, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll see them next week.
Absolutely, we had to do too. We actually lost our internet right at 1:23, so I don't know what happened to Reynolds. I thought Reynolds was going to be the guy that was going to be able to hold everybody off there for a little bit. But do you know what happened there? Just kind of insight.
I think we had a caution, and I'm not sure. I remember that, but yes, I can't really remember. Yeah. I remember what you're talking about. Brandon, or he was up front. Justin was, and I think we had a caution. We all pitted and kind of put him behind us a little bit. I think we stayed out or something like that.
Yeah, he went to pit road and was like 8 laps down or something like that. Whenever I finally came back, I wasn't sure, so I didn't know if I just missed something. So all right, but either way, congratulations on the race win here. Another addition to your points, and definitely a tough track. Kansas will be a little bit different next week.
Yeah, man, good. Be glad to see it.
Yeah, it'll be a ton of fun. Dustin, congratulations once again, and I'm going to go talk to your teammate. And there is his teammate. There's Jerry West. Jerry, congratulations on a P3 finish. You had to hold on to it there at the end. That last restart, you kind of got loose and free. But it wasn't just you. It was everybody on the outside lane. It seemed like it was a pirouette of cars trying to turn right. It's old tires seemed like that was what did that. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I had a set in the bank, man, because of what happened at Dover. These guys, they're saving sets in case a green white checker comes out. So we're gonna start doing the same thing. We had Dustin on new tires, the newer tires. I think as new as you could get, except for on that very last restart. And then me with a set in the bank. So we was just trying to make sure we were covering both angles this time here tonight. But yeah, on that last restart, man, we took off pretty good. And then about probably 20 feet into it, it just kind of snuck sideways and tapped the front end there. And everybody behind me did pretty good. Well, the guy behind me did pretty good. I don't know what happened after that. We managed to get going there. And then, I really didn't have nothing for Dustin anyways. So I was just fighting for a top 3 there. We figured somebody would save a set of tires. So that was going through our mind when that caution came out initially, when there was when we realized it wasn't going to go green to the end. Mm-hmm. We knew it was only going to be a couple laps shootout, and I had those tires, and I was like, man, I should probably go in and get them. And he's like, well, no, you ain't gonna have enough time. I was like, yeah, and plus if I do go get new tires, I'm going to restart probably 8th or 9th or something. And then I'm going to have to force my way up through everybody. Kind of like what I think the 42 did with me there at the end. He was trying to force his way up through there with those new tires, man. And it's tough when you're racing around people that are on older tires because they don't have as much control as maybe you do. But yeah, I just didn't want to risk trying to force it up through there and passing all those guys and maybe get the win, but probably causing more trouble than not. So we was just fighting for a top 3 at the end. I felt like we had a car to win this thing tonight, though, man. We were out front for a while. We had the fuel mileage figured out. We were going to make it on fuel a couple times. But of course, man, that caution, dude, I don't know, man. That guy's probably arms hurting right now from waving that flag because it just kept coming, man.
Yeah, it happened early, and then once everybody started getting those that repetition in, it seemed like that was kind of the way it was. I mean, and hats off to the 42 too. I mean, he was trying to run the outside lane there just to have that last corner. He did have the new tires. You know, he kind of ran it tight up into the wall. He tapped the wall, and that's what got into you. But the relative changed so much. I was like, oh no, there goes Jerry West. He's going around. Okay, well then Bogart's now in third. Okay, wait, hold on. Now there's Sean. Now Bridgman. Now wait, Jerry West just finished. I think Jerry West finished third. I
think I still got it. That's what I said. You know, and I'm not sure who it was that gave me that last tap, but man, thanks to them, I finished on the podium tonight and kind of accomplished what I was trying to do with the top 3. So
I think that was Phil.
Shout out to yeah, well, thanks, Phil, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was surprised to see that I still got that 3rd place finish there, because yeah, there was cars everywhere, man, and you know, we were just along for the ride at that point. Wasn't nothing we could do, and hope for the best, you know.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a tough race. It was a tough race for everybody, and
yeah, I think everybody was just fighting for that last little bit that they could get because of all the work that they had put in, man. When you're out there in the car for that long and you're putting in that much work lap after lap, because it was tough out there. That track was unforgiving, and it was super easy to tear it up. You know, like on that one restart, I got tapped in the front end, and I felt like I was good. The car felt good. I was still fast. And then also I was going to make it on fuel. So I was like, hell, I'm good. And then all of a sudden the water temperatures start blinking and I'm like, oh man. So I'm gonna have to go use my fast repair, or I'm gonna blow her up, man. And with the water blinking when you're saving already, I mean, there wasn't nothing you could do but go in and use the fast repairs. So we love to save those fast repairs just in case emergencies. And we just had to use it with about 30 to go. So that kind of hurt us a little bit, but we did have those extra tires in the bank, man. And I don't want to talk your head off, but just tonight was eventful, man. It was just a hard race out there, and just everybody when it had to work.
Yeah, just when it was getting really good is when I actually lost my internet. So we have 2 broadcasts today. So
oh yeah, you'll have that, man. That's not a problem.
I went from you're going around and there's nothing, and I'm like, man.
Well, there ain't nothing you can do, man. I've been in the same position there, and I've actually
Carter and I are gonna have some issues.
Well, if you know on Facebook, it'll cut you off. You have to reset a whole new thing before you can go live again. And I ended up every time I do a stream on Facebook now, I make it to where it stays live even if it loses data.
Yeah,
and that seems to help out a little bit. But yeah, I know the struggles, man. It's tough out there. But you do a fantastic job, man, and we love going back and watching these races. I hate that you have to get up there and call. I know how hard it is when these guys get out there and they bring the caution out a lot, man. But it was kind of all about the track. It was so tough out there.
Oh, I
and people try to get every bit out of it, you know. But I hate that you have to sit up there and watch those caution laps, man. It's tough.
It is. I mean, it especially whenever I know that everybody's just trying to get going, and that was part of what I saw here was just that the first 6 cautions were you know, the first 30 laps, the 35 laps, which everybody was just trying to get going. And once you did, then you had great racing, and then the cautions that happened were tire related or old tire related or somebody coming out of pit road, and you know, and then it was good racing. That's a different story. And then a caution at the end is always a good thing because it just extends that race and makes it a little bit more interesting, and somebody doesn't run away with it. You know, that's I like fuel mileage races, but you know, at short tracks like Darlington, makes it interesting to stack them back up for a green white checker.
It definitely does, man, because everybody's going to go for it. And my race kind of went south when I got put back in the line a little bit, and then I got wrecked on the restart. And the caution didn't come out, right? And they're like, man, I wonder why the caution didn't come out. And I was like, well, if the caution came out every time we did a restart and somebody wrecked, we'd be under caution all race. So I'm kind of, even though it was me, I was still kind of glad that the caution didn't come out. I felt like I was good anyways, but man, yeah, don't throw the caution all the time, right? Let's get some laps in.
Especially with the way Darlington runs. There was one caution that was when Van Squake was involved that I think should have come out, but I mean, it's all about the turn and where iRacing deems it necessary.
Absolutely,
Jerry,
yeah.
Congrats on a P3 finish here, man. Give your shout outs and we'll let you go for the night.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to you for hanging in there first, man. Because I know, like I said, I know firsthand how tough that is, and that's why I switched to dirt because those cautions are a lot shorter. But anyways, shout out to the admin we had tonight, man. I feel like he did a great job up there. I mean, I don't really know what he did up there, but it just seemed like he was on it tonight. So thanks to him for sticking around and helping us out up there and taking care of all that good stuff. But yeah, my teammate for the win, whoever knocked me across the line, and the admins that let us come out here and race, man. I know I got kind of yelled at earlier because I hit the wrong button and I said something over the whole radio. It was kind of like one of those Kyle Larson things, except for not so bad.
Oh, man.
And I got kind of in trouble for that, man. So sorry I hit the wrong button. All I said was like they're clearing all the flags or something like that. But yeah, I got in trouble for that. So sorry about that. And SSR and SRTV Network, man. Check us out on Facebook. We go live Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday coming up. So thanks again, Jason.
Always.
And all the drivers and everybody watching, man. We can't forget about those guys, man. The drivers that make it possible, and the people watching, man, give us something to race for.
Absolutely. The people out there are the reason why I do this. You guys are going to be out there racing nonstop, regardless of what league you're doing. I just get the pleasure of calling your races, making you look good, and letting these guys enjoy it. So, Jerry, I appreciate you as always.
All right, man. Thank you very much, man.
Always. Jerry West wins it here. Sorry, he doesn't win it. He finishes third. He was trying to win it, and we were all trying to win it, and we were all trying to have some fun. And I do apologize about the issues with the internet. It just dropped, and there was nothing I could do about it, folks. Dustin German, part of the SR TV Smoke Show Racing team, he's going to finish in the P1 position. He may have the easier night, I think. He was just trying to make it work. And it was a tough race, but I tell you what, folks, it was a ton of fun, and there's nothing like it on the world. Darlington is a tough track, and it either goes really smooth. It's the same as Bristol, same as Dover. Those three short tracks, in my opinion, for the NASCAR circuit and for here, well, I take that back. Martinsville's the death of me. It will be the death of me, I think. But the short tracks either go really well or they go cautions. You get a lot of cautions, and then somewhere in the middle of all that, you get some racing. Tonight was one of those nights where you get a lot of cautions, and in the middle of that was a bunch of racing. So it was still a good night, and there's nothing to sneeze at with it. But folks, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Two videos here. Reminder: the first 123 laps were on the first video, so go back and check that out. Make sure you give us likes. Make sure you follow Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Sometimes we have issues. Sometimes I can't do anything about it. And I wish I could. I wish I could control what Charter does, and I wish I could control what what they do with us over here. But I can't. And I appreciate everybody sticking through at the end of the race. Much love, and as always, call your mom, call your dad, call your kids, call your aunt. Go out there, tell someone you love them. I appreciate you.